Ohio just became the 24th state to legalize the recreational use of marijuana, but there are many things that are still up in the air about the implementation of that law. Cannabis enthusiasts all over Ohio want to know what can and can't be done legally right now and what should be expected in the future. Many want to know how this part of the legal process works, which bill to back, what representatives to call, etc. Well, here at theohio.com, we like to keep our heads in the clouds, but aim to keep a clear mind to empower and enlighten Ohioans, Ohio visitors, and those traveling through. In this video, we're going to explain the recent developments in Ohio marijuana legislation and provide details regarding proposed changes. We also know that our subscribers are likely high AF, so we're going to make this a safe place and explain things in terms we can all understand. A school bake sale. Think of Issue 2 like a rule made by the people of Ohio, but it's a special kind of rule called an initiated statute. This means that even after the people vote for it, the Ohio lawmakers, like teachers in a school, have the power to change it or even cancel it.
Issue 2 is an initiated statute in Ohio, but it's more than laws and rules. It's about the people of relishing their newfound freedom with marijuana. Nevertheless, the Ohio lawmakers hold the power to modify or even cancel Issue 2. Imagine Issue 2 is a recipe for a cake, but some people think it needs a few changes. Think of Issue 2 as our original cake recipe. It's a basic chocolate cake. Everyone who voted decided they wanted this cake with specific ingredients like chocolate, flour, eggs, and sugar. It also had rules like how much cake you can have at home and where you can eat it, like only in your house, not in public. The original ingredients are chocolate, THC, content, original amount, flour, homegrown marijuana, up to 12 plants per household, eggs, possession limits, 2.5 ounces for plants and 15 grams for extracts, sugar, tax on sales, 10% baking space, usage, private use only, not in public areas. The Senate bill is like the Ohio Senate saying, let's change some ingredients in this cake recipe. They want to adjust things like how much of the cake, marijuana, you can have at home, and how strong it should be. The Senate bill is like the modified recipe, suggesting significant changes to our original chocolate cake recipe. They said, let's reduce the amount of chocolate, THC, in the cake, and let's also change where the money from selling the cake, tax revenue, goes, like to the state, and for training. They also suggested that you can't make a big cake at home anymore. You can only make a smaller one. The ingredients for the modified recipe are chocolate, THC content, reduced amount for plant and extract products, flour, homegrown marijuana, limited to 6 plants per household, eggs, possession limits, unchanged, 2.5 ounces for plants, 15 grams for extracts, sugar, tax on sales, increased to 15%, new ingredient, automatic expungements, for convictions involving 2.5 ounces and below baking space, usage, medical dispensaries allowed to sell for recreational use sooner.
The House bill, HB 86, is like saying, not only will we change some ingredients, but we'll also change who gets a slice of the cake and how big the slices are. This means changing how the money, tax, from selling the cake, marijuana, is used. They want to increase the amount of sugar tax in the recipe and change how we give out slices of cake, tax distribution. They say some slices should go to local communities, some to health funds, and even some to law enforcement. The House bill, HB 354, is like saying, let's keep the recipe mostly the same, but let's be clearer about how to make the cake. It aims to make the rules of Issue 2 more understandable without changing its main ideas. HB 354 looks at the original chocolate cake recipe and says, we like this recipe, but let's make the instructions clearer. They don't want to change the main ingredients. They just want to make sure everyone knows exactly how to make the cake. Like, they clarify that you can still make a good-sized cake at home, just like the original recipe said. Each of these initiatives modifies the cake recipe, Issue 2, with different levels and types of ingredients, reflecting various approaches to regulating and taxing marijuana in Ohio.
Right now, the original Issue 2 is like the recipe everyone is using. The changes proposed by the Senate bill, HB 86, and HB 354, haven't become part of the recipe yet. The Ohio lawmakers, like a team of chefs, are deciding which new recipe or changes to use. In the next month, they might pick one of these new recipes to replace the original one, mix ideas from all of them, or stick with the original. Over the next month, the Ohio lawmakers, like teachers and the principal, will decide which suggestions to use, change, or not use at all. Did this help? If so, leave us a like, share this with your fellow partakers, and subscribe for more. We hope you come out of this experience a bit more enlightened, empowered, and enlivened. Visit theohio.com for our Ohio Blows newsletter, Ohio Vision video playlists. Check out the latest in merch and accessories and delve more into Ohio cannabis culture. Remember, friends, your support keeps us going. Your engagement truly means the world to us. Share this with your friends. Let's grow our community of Ohio cannabis culture enthusiasts together. Once again, thanks for watching and supporting our channel.